Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Naneshwari Bhosle, and today we are continuing our series on cybersecurity. Let's dive into our next topic, that is RC4. RC4 was designed by Ron Rivest of RSA in 1987. RC4 is Rivest cipher 4 official name. RC4 is a stream cipher. RC4 initially kept secret letter on in September 1997 anom- anonymously posted in the internet. It generates a pseudo-random stream of bits called as keystream. This is combined with plain text using XOR for encryption process. So the applications of RC4 are secure socket layer or transport layer security, that is SSL and TLS standards. Second is wired equivalent privacy, that is WEP protocol, and the newer Wi-Fi protected access, that is WPA protocol. So there is a variable length key consisting of 1 to 256 bits or 8 to 2048 bits. This key initializes a 256-bit state vector with elements identified as S of 0, S of 1, and S of 255. Overall, there are two processes involved: A. Initialization of S, and B. Stream generation. So, initialization of S, that is, first choose a key k of length 1 to 256 bits. Second, set the values in the state vector S equal to the values of 0 to 255 in an ascending order, that is, S of 0 equals to 0, S of 1 equals to 1, and lastly S of 255 equals to 255. Third, create and another temporary array, that is T. If length of key k termed as Kalin is 256 bits, copy k into T as it is. Otherwise, after copying k to T, whatever are the remaining position in T are filled with the values of k. Again, at the end, T should be completely filled. Thus, the following steps are executed. For I equals to 0 to 255, S of I equals to I. Now copy the contents of current position of K key. T of I equals to K, that is I mod Kalin. Implementation of initialization of S step, that is main stk kalin 10 for I equals to 0 to 200. K of I equals to I into 2. For I equals to 0 to 255, S of I equals to I. T of I equals to K, that is I mod Kalin. After this, the T array is used to produce initial permutation of S, that is, the bit and the position S of I is swapped with another bit in the S array, as per an arrangement decided by T of I. J equals to 0 for I equals to 0 to I equals to 255. J equals to J plus S of I plus T of I mod 256. Swap S of I and S of J. Note that this is not just permutation. The value of S are simply being rearranged, not changed. B, that is stream generation. Now, S of array is ready with the above initialization and permutation. Initial key array K is discarded. Now we need to again loop for I equals to 0 to 255. In each step, we swap S of I with another in S as per the mechanism decided by the implementation of S. I equals to 0 and J equals to 0. While true, I equals to I plus 1 mod of 256 and J equals to J plus S of I mod of 256. Swap S of I and S of J. T equals to S of I plus S of J mod 256 and K equals to S of T. After this, for encryption, K is XORed with the next bit of plain text. For example, we will use 8 by 8 into 3 bits, that is state vector S is 8 by 8 into 3. We'll operate 3 bits of plain text at a time since S can take the values 0 to 7, which can be represented as 3 bits. Assume we use a 4 into 3 bit of K, that is 1 2 3 6, and plain text of P, that is 1 2 2 2. This first step is to generate stream, initialize the state vector S and temporary vector T. S is initialized to S and I, and T is initialized, so it is the key K repeated as necessary. So k equals to 1, 2, 3, 6, and plain text equals to p, that is 1, 2, 2, 2. So now s equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and t equals to 1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 6. Now perform the initial permutation of s. J equals to 0 for I equal to 0 to 7. Do j equal to j plus s of I, t of I mod 8. Swap of s of I and j, and end. For I equal to 0, 0 j of 0 plus 0 plus 1 mod of 8. Swap s of 0 and s of 1. So here is a process of swapping of s of 1 and s of 0. For I equals to 3, s of 1, 2, 3, 4. For swapping 2 and 3, 1 and 4, 2 and 5, and so on. So here is our initial permutation of s, that is 0, 7, 6, 5, 1, 2, 4, 3 after swapping. So stream generation. Now we generate 3 bits at a time k that we XOR with each 3 bits of plain text to produce the ciphertext. So the 3 bits of k is generated by I and j equal to 0, while true I equal to I of 1 mod 8, j equal to j of s of I mod 8, swap f of I, s of I and j, t equal to s of I plus s of j mod 8, and k equals to f of c. So the first iteration will swap 7 and 5. Remember, p equals to 1 to 2. So our first 3 bits of ciphertext is obtained by x or p. So 1 XOR 1, that gives 0. So p equals to 1 2 2 2, that gives ciphertext of 0 2 2 2 2. So the second iteration we'll going to swap from second iteration from the previous swap. Now we'll be going to swap 5 with 6. So after swap of positions s2 s1, so the simplified RC4 6 deck 2007 security and cryptography. Now the C equals to 0 1 and 2 2. After, so at the third iteration we'll be swapping 5 and 7, and the next iteration will be swapping 7 and 5, and the 3 bits of ciphertext are 3, that is c equals to 0 1 3 and 2. So the last and final iteration will be swapping of 5 and 1, and the 3 bits of ciphertext are 5. So let us see the next topic, that is Blowfish. Blowfish was developed by Bruce Sienner. It is a symmetric encryption algorithm. It is also a block cipher. A block length of Blowfish is 64 bits. Block size is of 64 bits. Key size is of 32 bits to 488 bits, variable size. Number of subkeys are 18p array. Number of rounds are 16. Number of substitution boxes, that is 4, each having 512 entries of 32 bits each. Blowfish was designed with the following objectives, that is fast, that is encryption rate on 32-bit microprocessor is 26 clock cycles per bit. Compact, that is Blowfish can execute in less than 5 KB memory. Simple, at it uses only primitive operations such as addition, XOR, and table lookup. Secure, as Blowfish has variable key length up to a maximum of 488-bit long, make it more flexible and secure. So here is a diagram of Blowfish with iterations, 13 iterations with XOR operation, converting plain text into ciphertext. So operation. Blowfish encrypts 64-bit block with a variable length key. It consists of two parts. First is sub-key generation. This process converts the key up to 488 bits long to sub-key totaling 4168 bits. And second is data encryption. This process involves the iteration of simple function 16 times. Each round contains a key-dependent permutation and key and data-dependent substitution. First is sub-key generation. Let us see step by step. First is the key size ranges from 32-bit to 448 bits. Variable key. In other words, key sizes range from 1 to 14 words. That is K1, K2 up to K14. Second, if we have the concept of P array consists of 18 32-bit subkeys, that is P1, P2 up to P18. Third is 4x boxes each containing 256 32-bit entries, that is S of S1, S2, S3 and S4 up to S1 of 255. Here is a 32-bit hexadecimal representation of initial values of the subkeys up to P17. So next is generation subkeys. Let us see step by step. That is step 1. Initialize the P array, that is subkey, first followed by the 4 S boxes with fixed string in hexa from the constant P1. P1 equals to following address and P2 equals to following address. So S4 of 254 gives this address and S4 of 255 gives this following address. Step 2. Do a bitwise XOR of P1 with K1, P2 with K2 until P18. Step 3. Now take a 64-bit block with all 64-bit initialized to value of 0 block. Use the above P array NS boxes above to run the blowfish encryption process of 64-bit all 0 block. In other words, to generate the subkeys themselves, the blowfish algorithm is being used. Once the final subkey are ready, the flowfish algorithm would be used to encrypt the actual plain text. This step would produce 64-bit cipher text. Divide this into 32 blocks and replace the original value of P1 and P2 with these 32-bit blocks. So here is the uh, generation of cipher text to plain text to cipher text with XOR operation up to P18. So, encrypt the above steps output using Blowfish with the modified subkeys, resulting the output would again consist of 64-bit as before, divided into two blocks of 32-bit each and replaced with P3 and P4. In each step is fed to the Blowfish algorithm to generate next 32-bit blocks of subkeys. So here is the following algorithm of Blowfish. First, we'll divide x into two blocks, that is XL and XR, each of 32 bit. For I equals to 1 to 16, XL and XR, swap both XL and XR. Next I, swap XL XR, undo the last round swap. So combine XL and XR back to X. So this is the algorithm for 64-bit block. This is Blowfish encryption algorithm. So the function f is as follows. Divide the 32-bit XL block into four 8-bit sub-blocks named as A, B, C, and D. Compute f of A, B, C, D with the following, for example, A equal to 10, B equal to 95, C equal to 37, D equal to 191. Then compute the f of following would be as follows, as you can see on the screen. So here is the permutation combination of S box 1, substitution box 2, box 3, and box 4. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel for more exciting videos. And if you have any question or topic request, please drop them in the comment box and stay tuned for the next video in our cybersecurity series. Until then, stay safe, stay secure. Thank you so much for watching this video.